What's happening, YouTube? Let's dive right into these conversations. I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. And you guys, if you ain't noticed by now, I mean, you're pretty sure you noticed. You seen the new intro, you see the new channel name, and you see the new things that got changed around here. The content will remain the same. We're actually working harder to bring you guys even better content. We're working harder to bring you guys better graphics. We're working harder to make the experience when you click on these videos that much better than the next person. Because I know there's a lot of competition out here. I got to compete for your guys' views. You feel me? And I appreciate y'all because y'all don't have to watch these videos, but y'all do. So I salute y'all. For real, for real. I salute y'all again if you hit this like button and tap that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get into this video. San Jose, California, Fremont, California, the Oakland, California, the San Francisco, California. Why I'm saying the in front of these names, I don't know, but the Bay Area. Man, oh man, oh man. I just did a video on this maybe a few days ago in regards to the situations that's been taking place in San Jose. There's been a lot going on, y'all. There's been a lot going on between the red and the blue and the blue and the flu and the blue and the blue. And it's a lot to take in, right? And we never want to get on here and expose game. We're not one of those channels or one of them type of individuals that get on here, right? Group of, like, you feel me? We're never going to involve anyone in any crime. We're just simply never going to incriminate anybody or a group of anybody's. You feel what I'm saying? The news that's getting put out there, that's what we're going to read. And that's, sometimes people get on here and they like to say they got exclusive info, right? Well, that exclusive info that you got is supposed to stay in the streets. Now you're just being a rat. You feel me? I didn't know these gangsters, supposedly these thugs, right? They're gang members, whatever, on the streets. All of a sudden they get on YouTube and they forget everything they done learned growing up. They done forgot all their morals. They done forgot all their standards. They done forgot the G code. They done threw everything out the window for a couple dollars on YouTube. That's crazy to me. Because at one point, a lot of these dudes did have a career on the streets, right? And I know we all grow up and, we have families and things like that, right? A lot of times people leave that lifestyle to the past. They grow up and they raise their family. They become family men. That's dope, right? That's great. But that doesn't mean you throw your morals and standards out the window. And for sure doesn't mean you could come on YouTube and just get the flat out telling. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. We need to stop in 2026. You gang member YouTubers need to stop snitching on here. Just straight up, and you go, well, it's public information. Okay, so if Billy Bob next to you snitched, that means you can snitch too? No. If JoJo from down the street snitched, does that mean that makes it okay for you to snitch? No. Stop snitching on YouTube, man. These YouTube thugs be the something, man. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get it together. But, man, let's dive into this video, y'all. That's just my little rant. That was my rant. I have to give a rant at least once every video. You know what I'm saying? At least one time throughout the video, I have to rant about something. And that was my rant for the day. So, yeah. Fremont, California, there was a Sureño who was unalived just recently. And it's been going on like that for the blue team. I'm just going to keep it all the way 100. For man, I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. I don't know what's going on, but from the outside looking in, there's been a lot of blue teams falling lately. There's been at least 4 or 5 unalives within the past 6 months. That's just within, that San Jose, Fremont area, the Bay Area. And usually you don't really hear about too much like that. I'm gonna keep it real. And if maybe you do, maybe you just don't. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. But you really don't hear too much of the blue team really getting unalived. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like on this scale, you hear every once in a while, oh yeah, Southsider got taken out, over here and this and that. But on this scale, I'm talking about, there's been a whole bunch of them lately that's been being unalived in the Bay Area. And so that tells me that they must have been starting to come outside more. That's what that tells me. Like they must have started to come outside more because in the past you wouldn't hear about things like this happening to the blue team because I'm gonna keep it real. They weren't outside as much as they once were in the past. You know what I'm saying? You guys know I don't get on here and try to bash nobody or nothing like that. I'm just gonna keep it real. And some may say that goes for everybody that no one's really outside like they once were. Back in the day, people were actually posted up on the block. People actually posted up in their hood parks. Nowadays, ain't no one really posting up in the hood park. I get it. You feel me? I mean, the Norteños do. I know a lot of Norteño hoods that still post up in their hood parks. Some post up still on their blocks, but it's not like it used to be. I'm gonna be all the way 100, and I'm talking about the Norteños. They don't, some be outside on their blocks, but not like they once were. Nowadays, people got houses, people own homes now, people done elevated, people don't got smarter, people don't got more money, you know. They don't gotta hang out on the block no more. People don't gotta be on the street corners no more. They got houses, they got backyards they can chill at. They got barbecues in their house. You feel me? They got barbecues at their house. They don't got a barbecue at the park no more. People got money nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We got whips, we got houses, you feel me? We don't need to be out there on the block. Now, with the Sureños, they haven't been on the block for a very long time. This is across Northern California in general. At one point in time, they was. They was on the block. They was outside to an extent. Because you got to remember, these dudes are behind enemy lines. They're way outnumbered. So of course they gotta move different. They can't be like an average blood or crip that likes to post up in their hood. They can't be like an average norteño from Northern California that likes to post up in their hood. They can't be like a Sureño in Southern California posted up in their hood. Because these upstate dudes are way behind enemy lines. And they can't, it's too dangerous for them to do that. It's just not smart. I'm just gonna be 100. It's not smart. If it was the other way around, it wouldn't be that smart for the Norteños to do that either, right? So yeah, just smart, just being smart. Now, if you want to be dumb and be a tough guy, like yeah, I'm outside, I'm on the block, you see, okay, cool, dummy. Like you know what's gonna come towards you. You're gonna expect, right? You got to be ready for that. And that's when these things like this that's going on recently start to happen. That's why I said they must have been outside more because a lot of them are starting to be more victimized. And the reason why a lot of them weren't in the past recent years, they weren't victimized as much, is because they really weren't outside like that. So that's why I said, and I'm not trying to diss them at all. Don't take it as like I'm trying to diss these dudes. I'm just speaking from, in a general aspect of things. That's what it seems like. Now I don't know if this to be facts or nothing, but that's what it seems like based on what I've seen from city to city across Northern California. That's just what it is, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I know you're going to get a bunch of dudes that's going to disagree, of course, but that's the only logic that I can see. So you got to remember. So I'm going to do a whole video on this, on the Southsiders, because I got a lot of comments on my Instagram. You guys, I'm putting my Instagram right there on the screen. Go follow me on the gram. I do millions and millions of views on my Instagram every single month. I just started about 4 months ago, and ever since the second month, I've been doing millions and millions of views. So go check me out on Instagram. I do way more numbers over there. Also subscribe right here. I appreciate y'all. But look, I have a lot of Sureños that follow me on the gram, and I know I have some that follow me right here on YouTube, right? There's a lot of dudes from Upstate that follow me and that be commenting on my stuff that tell me like, or just say it in general in my comment section that the Upstate Sureños, a big part of them expanding throughout Northern California was because they recruited a lot of paisas, first generation Mexicans that came from Mexico to America. They are telling this. I'm gonna try to find the screenshots. If I can, I'll post them. If they're not on your screen right now, then I couldn't find them, or I just didn't have the time to. But look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. There's a lot of y'all out there that say this. Even here on YouTube, you guys come and say that the North used to victimize the paisas, right? The border brothers that came. I'm not talking about border brothers from Oakland. I'm talking about the border brothers that came from Mexico, the paisanos that didn't know a lick of English, These upstate Southsiders always claim that the North victimized these certain groups of Mexicanos coming from Mexico to Northern California, and that they recruited those dudes because they already felt a certain way towards the Norteños. Now, this is coming from you guys. Now, we knew, coming from Northern California, we knew that you guys would recruit the Paisas, right? But there's a little twist to it, y'all. You know, there's some truth to it. There's some propaganda to it. There's an agenda that was pushed. There's a lot to it, man, than just that. We'll get into that whole topic in another video. If you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comments. Drop it down below. Telling me, drop that video, man. Let's talk about it. Shoot, if there's anybody else that wants to talk about it, let me know. You know, I'll have no problem debating anybody. You know what I'm saying? We treat this like a debate show on Sports Center, ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith, whatever the dude name is, Skip Bayless. You feel me? Yeah, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna talk about it on the next video on how all this got to, you feel me? How it all went down in the beginning and to where it got to now. And where it got to now, you got these dudes in the Bay Area, unfortunately, being unalived for whatever reason. It could be over money, it could be over the red and blue things, it could be over set tripping. There's a lot of inner beef that goes on between the upstate Southsiders too. That's a lot of people that don't know. There's a lot of inner beefs, blue on blue, that goes on with the upstate Southsiders from the Bay to the Valley. So there could be that. We don't know. And if we didn't know, I'm not gonna put it up there on YouTube for everybody to see because it's not. We don't do the police stuff over here, y'all. We keep it G code, while at the same time bringing some entertainment and informative, educational, entertainment content for y'all to watch, for y'all to enjoy. But at the same time, you feel me? Get some game, get some knowledge, have some laughs, have some jokes, and just do the damn thing without doing any police shit, man. A lot of you content creators stop doing police shit. That's it, and that's all. Hit that like button if y'all agree with me. Hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, y'all, I'm gone.